delighted to get a chance to speak on this amendment, but it doesn't. It looks like this amendment is not being accepted by the Minister. It looks like all amendments are not being accepted, similar to the Climate Action Bill. It looks like it's going to be my way or the highway when it comes to discussion in here in relation to amendments. But you know, I do agree, and I feel that we should be here protecting the rental sector, but especially the discussion should be very much based on the €100 subsidy, Minister. It goes nowhere near where it should have gone. And it looks to me as you know, as I said in the Dáil already today, I don't know, Minister, were you ever down the countryside in a farm? You'd often see calves in the brook for the first time. They'd be jumping and getting around the place. That's what you're doing for the last week. Where have you been? For the past 12 months, the country's on its knees. And he disappeared, absolutely disappeared. But you're jumping around as if it's a crisis this week. It's a crisis for months and months and months. And my rural independent colleagues have been calling on you to put in protective measures for people that cannot pay their electricity bill, that cannot put the fuel in the car, cannot buy the fertiliser for the farm. And he stood idly by until someone, maybe a few of you went back and got it in the nick in your constituencies over the last few weeks. The €100 is pittance, Minister. No one should ever, I suppose, disregard getting a few quid, but Lord God, when people are hit with bills, I'm listening to people that have now the heating turned off in their home, that are seriously suffering because of the measures that this government have brought forward. You need to bring in emergency measures. You need to have a mini budget immediately, Minister. A mini budget immediately. €100 is going nowhere. Will go nowhere. And you can deny all these amendments that are here before you tonight if you want to. If you don't want to cooperate with others in here, that's fine. That's your choice. But you know, the public will have their say at the end of the day. And I just sorry to think that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael are backing it the way they are, because the public will have their say with them as well, each and every one of those TDs. To think that they left the people perished with the cold, couldn't turn on their lights, couldn't pay their electricity bill, couldn't pay the home heating oil, and you're dreaming and hoping people will dream away with you, but most of the people aren't. They're coming to reality. A few are first, but their fierce reality struck them right now. And in relation to the carbon tax, I mean, the carbon tax needs to be ceased immediately. Good God Almighty, where do you think the people are finding money from? You must think the people are millionaires. They have a whole lot of money stuffed under their mattress at home, ready to throw to you. But I'm sorry, for pet projects around Dublin City, but I'm sorry, it won't work that way, Minister. People are struggling, and you need to accept some of these amendments here tonight to give a clear understanding as to the way people are suffering at the moment. And if you don't, that's fine. We'll keep pushing from this end here. It took us maybe 7 or 8 months to get you to jump around that you're doing this week, that you're now worried about the public out there, where like countries like Denmark and Sweden are already, and Netherlands and all them are working already, and have already put measures in to protect the people that they represent. So I'm bitterly disappointed that a €100 subsidy was a joke. Now you realise that's kind of another tendency to make a lot of announcements, and then about 2 or 3 days later, it's another announcement on the same issue. You know, same as the €1,000 you were giving to the care workers, and then you forgot the home. Yes, of course I am. Yeah, and he forgot about the home helps and all this, and you know, we keep pushing and pushing. But the bottom line is the €100 subsidy is by no means enough. And I would urge you, Minister, to take on board many of the amendments that are put before you here tonight, and certainly would be supporting those amendments. And again, I think it's time for a mini budget immediately I think keep in touch with what's going on with the reality on the ground, because people are angered and are in a financially difficult position. Thank you.